Hi, this is Bill Chan from 5 Elements of Fulfilling Life. And last time we talked about how to recognize cultural differences so we can get along with people from different countries and different cultures, right? This time I wanted to talk about beyond these cultures, our differences as humans, right? Regardless of what culture you come from, we have certain personalities, and these personalities varies from people to people. There's no good or bad. It's just that we are different. It takes the difference to make the world go around. Now, it would be a very boring world if we all look the same and act the same, right? So, however, if we don't recognize the differences and we actually think everyone's like us, they are motivated, they are interested in all the same things, then we're gonna have contradictions with other people. So here's a very simple rule to go by. There is all types of personality assessments that determines which behavioral style you belong to, but I found the simplest form to identify different behavioral styles is the DISC profiling system. So in the DISC profiling system, you basically are divided into 4 categories of people in general, right? So we are a combination of all of those, but it's a preference, which one we prefer to use more than the others. Now, we can change over time. There's learned behaviors and natural behaviors. Natural behaviors is our default mode, right? So it's our natural tendency to prefer one way of doing things versus another. Whereas our learned behavior, we can adapt and we can actually develop different behavioral style according to our work, or we have to fit in with a certain group, or as we age, right? We have different preferences. So here's the 4 styles. Number 1 is the red color, or the D dominant style. These are the people who goes, ready, shoot, boom. Oh, I forgot to aim. Now these are controlling people who likes to control others versus being controlled. They are very dominant. They want to tell others what to do. They're not a good listener. And they oftentimes think that their way is the only way, right? Their way or the highway. Now, these people act before they analyze. So they will have a goal and they're very action oriented. So the Nike saying, just do it, the red people, they're on fire most of the time and they're high achievers. So if you think of these people, they are generally very successful in their careers. They are maybe they're very task oriented, a lot of workaholics in this category, and they're not that much feeling oriented, right? They go by the results. Don't tell me the process, tell me the results. They want you to go to the bottom line, right? Just give me the bottom line. Now, in order to get along with these people, you got to adapt to them, right? You got to have a fast pace. You got to get right to the point. Don't beat around the bushes. And they're not interested in making friends. So don't do all the chit-chatting. Go straight to the results, what you want to achieve. Now, the second type of people is the I person, the influential type, the yellow person. These are happy, lucky-going people, right? They love friends. They like to talk. They're very animated. They use their whole body and lots of gestures when they talk. Now, these people are very articulate. They often like to tell stories. They're the life of the party. And you might wonder, hey, why is the office so quiet today? Maybe it's because the influential person isn't in the office that day. Now, they are relationship oriented, much less interest in detail. Don't tell them all the details, right? They want to know about your family. They want to know about how things are going. So they like to chit chat. And before they get down to the business, they want to build the rapport. They want to know you before they go into business with you. So in order to work with a person like that, yep, sometimes you need to spend the time to build that relationship, build the rapport with them, talk about, your weekends, talk about sports, right? They love to tell you about their story, and they like to hear your stories. Now, these people may not be excellent listeners because they love to talk, right? And they oftentimes exaggerate. So take their words with a grain of salt, right? But they're always positive. So very enthusiastic persons. You need to keep that energy high when you're talking to a person of that caliber. So the third type is called the green person, or the steadiness person. And as the word says, steadiness counts, right? They're very patient, they're long-term driven, and they don't like change. They like to have a steady mode. And these people are very loyal. They become your friend. They'll become your friend for life. They oftentimes started with a company after they graduate and work till they retire. They like that consistency, and they often follow too. Not like the yellow person who start out projects very enthusiastically and then they get bored. But these type of people, they follow too with the project. Oftentimes mundane and boring projects. They're willing to stick it out. These people like to build that long-term relationship, and it takes time for them to get to know you and really build that trust with you. But once they trust you, please do not betray their trust. Once you betray them, guess what? They'll hold that grudge for a long, long time. They'll not forgive you, right? They're oftentimes the best listeners out there. So when a yellow person like to chit chat all the time, they like to talk, these people are very patient and listening all the time. Very empathetic people. So when you're talking to a steady person, don't push them for a decision immediately. Let them have the time to mull it over, to really think it over, and to really understand them. Give them time to think, give them time to talk, right? So they're oftentimes slower in initiating anything, right? Now, when you want them to change, give them all the steps. Don't give them a huge evolutionary change. They want gradual changes, right? Maybe transitional change, not a transformational change. Now, you might want to give them more instructions when you're dictating them to do something, right? And these people are very, very loyal. Remember, they will take their time to finish up a whole project. Really, the key word is be patient with these people. Build the relationship, okay? Build the trust. The fourth type of person is called the blue person, or the conscientious type. Now, these people are thinkers, okay? They're not feelers, they're thinkers. Now, they're also the engineers, the analysts in the companies. Now, they are systematic, methodological, analytical, and they like to see proof, evidence, statistics before they make a decision. If you ask them a question, they'll say, well, let me sleep over it. They'll tell you tomorrow their answer, right? Because they really want to think of all aspects of the situation and making all pros and cons. They don't like to take risks. They don't want to make mistakes. They're oftentimes the experts, right? They're very number driven. So when you talk to these people, you don't want to exaggerate. You always want to have proof, evidence, show them the numbers, show me the facts, right? Now, they're deep. They often hide their feelings. They don't want to show their feelings. So these people are very conservative. They have all their feelings kept bottled up inside them. Now they don't want to make friends. When they talk to you, they want to go right into the business, but they want to look at the details. They want to look at the technical aspects. They want to examine the process, weigh out all the pros and cons. So you want to be prepared when you're talking to these people. Don't fake it, because it won't make it. For these people, you gotta have everything in hand. When they talk to you, they're professionals. They are great at picking out faults. Okay, they look for the faults first before they look for the good. So you want to be completely prepared when you talk to them. Okay, be analytical, logical minded when you talk to these people. All right, so now you have the 4 different types of personalities, and you know how to adjust and adapt to the different styles of people. You can really find out a lot more information about this. Google it, or there's tons of information out there, books, if you want to take a deep dive, but at least you have some basic knowledge about the 4 different styles of people when you interact with them. Okay, thank you very much. Hope that this is helpful for you.